Hey guys, and welcome back to Masa Factorio. I'm joined, as always, by Avak, Arumba, and Mangled Pork.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going?
I'm in the middle of nowhere. Just want to go home now. I was just looking for biters, and I just kept going.
And you found them. And now you're going to live out there.
And now they've made a wall. If you look over here, there's just a wall of them that I can't pass.
Well, as long as they made you pay for it.
I think that's where you should set up your... Wow, Steve Joe. I think you should set up a base down there. We'll come visit you eventually.
There's nothing but copper here, though.
It's okay, they're on peaceful, they won't attack you. It's fine.
No, they're not.
I don't believe that for a second.
That was cruel, Steve Joe, but glorious as well.
I wouldn't put it past Arumba, though, in the setup.
No, I wouldn't do something like that. I wouldn't.
Are you sure?
I am sure. I recognize that I am rare in that I hate biters. Not everyone is that way. Plenty of people, like you guys in particular, you guys like biters, so have at it, enjoy them. They're here. You can play with biters.
I like them insofar as they add an enemy, but I feel like they need to be better.
I've just never really thought that as an enemy or like an opponent, they really solve the problem properly.
Flying or subterranean biters. There we go.
Oh Lord.
Oh great. Now you're giving them
worms that
I wanted to be a water update where there are sea biters and ships. Cargo ships that you can send. But then only I'm the person who wants that because I'm the one who has the map with the giant lake.
That would just be absolutely amazing if you had this vast lake and instead of doing a rail all the way around it, you simply had a ship that just went from port A to port B. That would be so great.
It's like
I got attacked and blown up by biters on the way to its destination, and all my stuff gets destroyed.
Leviathan biters.
I saw your train get destroyed.
That was painful.
Didn't that hurt? I mean, as a Factorio player, didn't that actually hurt your soul?
Yeah, and the worst part was that I could have prevented it because everyone was like, "Why don't you just deploy bots?" I'm like, "Crap! I didn't think to deploy bots." I would just sat there in the train like, "I'm dying. Oh dear, this is a shame."
This was in your Railworld campaign? What kind of train was it that you lost?
Oh man,
it was 5 wagons completely full of solid fuel, plastic,
oil
engines,
products,
concrete, and just all the stuff. But mostly oil products. Oil being the thing that my factory is struggling with.
So you needed it.
It managed to just about scrounge together this trainload of equipment. I was on my way there, and the biters ambushed me and blew it up. And left only the steel wagon, which is the one wagon I didn't care about.
I feel like had I actually seen a bit more of the series, then I would have understood your loss and felt a bit of pity for you, but all that I saw was like this thing blown up, and I was like, "Oh, that was a bit stupid." And then that was it. It was just someone posted the clip to Reddit.
I didn't know that.
Oh, did they?
I never paid attention to Reddit.
Oh, that's fantastic. I put a bunch of these the wrong way around because I'm an idiot.
Trying to find my way home, but suddenly there's biters everywhere. I just wanted to take a different route to the one I'd come by so that I can scan more land. But apparently I was walking down this one corridor of biterlessness.
It was so amazing though. I mean, because I've watched that series. You don't bring out the episodes too often, so it's very easy to keep up. And I understood how much you'd lost. Like, I had a concept of time invested in that cargo.
I'll have my revenge.
Go on,
I don't think anything you could do to them will have the same effect. I don't think anything you could ever do to the biters will have that same effect.
No.
Alright, do you want me to bring the copper up the back here?
Yeah.
Right up. Help if I grab some iron and copper myself. Yoink.
I'm nearly back. Sort of.
I need landfill.
Not nearly.
I need to landfill all of the water.
Oh god. I knew this was going to happen.
That's the thing, it's in vanilla now.
It is.
I know. No sniping him.
I'm going to get that mod soon, or that text soon, and I'm going to start filling it all in.
We don't have that much water to start with.
Yeah. No, I just don't want to move the whole setup because we don't have robots yet.
I've nearly returned.
Right. So on the topic of bus, what do you guys tend to put on your bus? Usually for me, it's things like things that are used in very high quantities, like iron, obviously, copper, plastic,
And
steel.
things that are a pain in the ass to make locally.
Yeah. So for example, red circuits often end up on my bus.
Yeah,
Green,
all the
they're
circuits.
always built local to where they're needed.
You build green local?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
I just always build it local because I'll just branch off the copper and then I'll just make it local to where it's needed. It always seems to make sense for me. I'll just increase the amount that I'm making of whatever needed the green circuits to use how much I'm making locally.
I was going to say then you would you would work out your ratios based on the 3 to 4, the 3 to 2 green circuits.
Yeah. I find that green circuits are like a third primary resource. You use so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so easy to make is my thing because it just needs copper and iron, and it's fairly simple to just set up a little area that just makes a vast amount of them if you need a lot, or just one little area that either you upscale what you're outputting to match your supply of green circuits, or you just accept that the factories aren't going to be working all the time.
No, you can't accept that.
Well, how do you...
Usually I try not to, but every
Ratios.
now and then I'm like, I can't be bothered.
well, how do you handle
I've
it
got
when
more
you...
important things to do with my time, like expand my rail network.
When you start doing beacons, though, like... You don't do a beacon to green circuit setup, do you?
I never beacon green circuit.
Ah, well that might be part of the reason for the disparity. I usually try to build setups that like scale really well into the beacon phase of the game, because eventually you're going to want to beacon...
everything.
Yeah, you have to. If you really want to get good throughput, you got to beacon all your green. You got to beacon
I
everything.
never use beacons.
Oh my god. You have you were just saying you have a factory you've been playing for 2.5 years. How have you not used beacons on it?
Actually, I have
Quite easily,
just
he's
started
just not
using
used
them on
them
the
for 2.5
oil because
years.
oil is terrible.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
oil
just-
is probably the first thing I beacon. It's the first thing that usually gets any mods that I make is oil. And
Oil is
occasionally
in-
a few of the others. The actual
Pump jacks?
cells, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Put-
put speed down on them and then beacon them
Put
up.
speeds in them, but that's about it.
Oh, I beacon them quite extensively when I can, because they're annoying enough in most of the games that I really don't want to have to set up more outposts for them. So the more I can get out of any one particular outpost, the happier I am.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I always play with RSO though, so the farther away, the more oil you get.
Yeah,
Although that's
I mean,
vanilla
that's
now
the
as
thing.
well,
Is,
isn't it?
is it all comes down to the map design. I mean, I scale it for what I'm doing. Like, for example, in the most recent series that I had up on my channel, I was beaconing and doing stuff on just stone because stone is such a scarce resource there. It's really scarce. So I have to try and get the most out of every stone deposit I can. Care about how fast it gets to the factory, just as much of it gets there as possible.
Yeah.
Beaconed up with productivity, and that's one thing I like about not having everything being the same. You know, you've got different setups. I'm going to make a shotgun purely to destroy forests.
You're still quicker off chopping
Really?
them. Yeah, unfortunately. The regular shotgun is crap.
Oh, poop.
Yeah. Believe me, if I can murder trees any quicker, I'd know about it.
Right,
Yeah,
so
you
what
need
are we
the
working
combat
on
shot.
next then? Have we actually got any science automation yet? No, we don't, do we?
No, I was
Nope.
making the green circuit so that we could get
so we
red
did that.
and then green science done like
Okay.
one.
Well, it'll
after.
be interesting to see how this setup of having green circuits on the main bus will go, because that is very different from the way I usually play myself.
I like how you're just so focused on making a main bus that we don't have science yet.
Yep. Who needs science?
I usually
man?
build like a mini
no, I've got-
factory to get the science and the basic materials ready.
Yeah,
And then
that's
I use
usually
that
what
to
I
build
do.
my main bus.
I have my main landfall
A bit-
factory, which is just this spaghetti mess.
A bit
And I'll
strapped.
usually enshrine it with like walls. It'll be this like old relic from the past. And then my mega factory just builds up around it, and I just keep it like a museum piece. It's like from humble beginnings.
I make like my production square, which is just like one red science, 1 gears, 1 circuits, wires.
Here, I'll do a very, very basic red, just to get red, all the red taken care of.
Need iron.
Otherwise, you're right. We're actually, we don't even have steel. We're on like episode 3, and we don't even have steel. It's rather
But
sad.
we have like
I take it you were amused.
fully
Am
operational.
I sucking up all of the iron?
Yeah.
We've got fully operational circuit production over here with 4 assemblers already.
Yeah.
But the level 1 assemblers.
Yeah. Well, what have you guys been doing? Huh?
We've been exploring.
Yeah.
We've been
well
discovering
then.
new life and new civilizations and boldly going where no man has gone before.
See, I've managed to do fucking green circuits, and you're whinging because green circuits are done.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
science
you
has
could
been done.
have done science. Fuck you.
Wow.
Wow,
Some
you
hostility
really
I'm
struck a
sensing here. Jeez.
Yeah.
This stuff and people whinge. CJ doesn't do stuff and people whinge. There's fucking no winning.
You should know this.
It's doing the
You're
wrong
Steve-O.
stuff, that's the problem.
I'm gonna fucking do wrong stuff all over your face.
Ooh,
It's like that.
okay.
And you'll end up with pink eye.
Ah,
Excuse
that
me?
descended quickly. Yes, wow.
Oh, what the fuck? I was trying to build something.
I know. I know.
I know.
Hmm.
There.
There, up there.
Okay, everything else sorted out.
Alright.
Right, okay, so where are we going to be? Oh, okay, you've run it all over here. Arumba is in charge of making the sciences.
It's just red. It's temporary. I'm famous
To be
for.
honest, anything moving forward. Progress, my man. Progress. It is all good.
It's all temporary. I do agree that like bussing gears usually feels not useful.
Well,
but
bussing gears is just... I know some people swear by it, but I cannot get behind bussing gears.
No,
I won't
waste
even
time.
entertain the thought of it.
Yeah.
It's
I always do that.
Usually it's like, okay, well, let's see how it works. You know, maybe I've just been blind to how useful this is all this time. But it's like, no, bussing gears, no.
I've seen Mangled Pork do
I've
this
never not
before,
done that.
and I love one of the things that Mangled Pork has done in our previous campaigns is he'll usually do you usually do a belt with green circuits and gears on it, and it's just so freaking convenient. Even though the throughput's crap, having gears and circuits on it makes so many of the early game items easy.
But it's gears, man.
That's how I
It's
always
one
start
fucking
my
factory.
setup.
And that one factory can actually supply quite a lot as well.
Yeah, well, I always use gears as my that is the minimum for my ratios.
Ah, right, okay.
So it's like I'm doing science, so I'll do 1 gear factory and then like 10 science production.
We are currently working on electronics, so that means we're going to have the filter inserter soon after.
I always feel like that comes like sooner than you'd expect. Because I don't use it till like until we get to like blue science sort of levels.
I very rarely use a filter inserter.
Yeah, most of the time a good setup you don't really need to filter.
I use
anything.
it for a couple of things because, like, I like to have very compact. Like when I'm expanding my train network, I'll usually have little sort of military outposts, which will have a radar and just a couple of guns. If for no other reason to draw bite or aggression, if a base pops up, because now in vanilla, bases just they're very good at just popping back up. I'll have these little bases just to kind of draw their aggression to a place where I've got defenses rather than them messing anything else up. So I use filter inserters on that because I try to have them as small as I can. And for that, I need filter inserters and circuit networks to like work out what they should be unloading off the bullet train that just rushes past every now and then to drop off.
Yeah, I like that you can set filters via circuit network conditions.
It's
That's
really,
nice.
really useful. But that's the only time I do it. I don't really use it for anything else. Like, it's certainly not a part of my main factory.
Yeah. Ah, trees. How I hate thee.
I know, I've got loads of wood in my inventory.
I've just
Find
a little
somewhere
wooden
I can
chest that I
drop
keep
all
dumping it.
down.
I see Stejo's
Yeah,
doing the exact same thing I just done, but in a different spot. Extra red science, Stejo.
Yeah, because yours is fucking squirrely. Like, what the fuck is this? It's not even
Nothing.
on the bus.
It doesn't matter.
Like,
Your bus
could
is...
have actually used your
Nah.
your skills for good, but no, you used them for idiocy. I've seen your spaghetti factory. This is not going to become one of them.
Sure it is. We got 4 people. It's gonna be a fact. It's gonna be spaghetti. You know it.
No.
You can't keep control forever.
Yes.
We've got 4 semi-intelligent people.
I've started building belts now. It's only a matter of time before it all descends into chaos.
Oh no, it's fine because there's a wooden chest in one of these furnaces. I like that. I like that a lot. What I was gonna say is all we need to do is find some sort of gem equivalent, and you'll disappear for like 3 episodes.
Yeah, you
There's a
should.
sorting loop for the 4 ores.
Gems.
You should make a sorting loop for the wood.
Tell you what though, it was kind of based off of what you did with that gem loop that I set up a loop for my science, and all I had was the belts delivering the raw resources for the factories, and then I had a loop that used circuits to work out what was needed. There was like a mini loop that had all of the science packs on it, and the belts were reading what science packs were there, and then whatever I didn't have, it would load the resources onto the main loop and then pass it around the assembly loop, and it would just make the science packs and just dump it off. It was really, really fun, but so impractical. It was amazing to make, but it was basically a Pythagoras switch for science packs. That's all it took me hours to do as well, and all I'd done is make a Pythagoras switch.
It's like when someone is like, "Hey, what if you built your entire factory on a loop that had everything on it?"
Yeah, no one's ever done that.
Possible, but
I know.
No one would ever be that crazy.
possible,
like-
but I would never ever do it.
It's not like I've got an entire series based around that exact concept.
Literally everything on it. How does it work though? Do you like?
Not very well.
Not very well.
Okay.
I loved how it started out. I'm never going to use robots, and towards the end, it's like, oh my god, robots.
Yeah, it was like, fuck this. Just send the robots. And then it turned into an all-robot factory, which people still request today. They're like, Studio, why don't you do a series where it's just all-robot factory? And I was like, because I'd done it, and it was boring as fuck.
It's like when someone's like, "Hey, what if you make a factory where you never use belts?" It's like, it can be done, but no.
Yeah, what about the no pocket crafting challenge? It's like, yeah, I could do it, but it'd be boring as fuck. And then I ended up doing it anyway because they made it an achievement, and that's just like taunting me.
That's the thing, I did that before it was an
will be
achievement,
honest,
and now
I
I'm
don't mind
regretting not waiting.
I don't mind that at all. The idea that you want to automate everything, so as soon as you can build a factory to do it, you do. That isn't as bad to me. I'll be honest. That doesn't sound quite as.
I like how it's getting me in the like in the mindset of just automate everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which is nice.
The next patch, right? They're kind of working in that direction by making it so that like assembly machines are going to be part of science packs. So you're going to automate assembly machines much earlier. That's smart.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, because there's certain things you just they're the random stuff that you automate right at the end.
Yeah, like it's easy to play.
Like, I could really do this. Yeah.
Very easy to play for ages and ages and never actually automate assembly machines, but you use them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole new science pack setup that's coming looks really cool.
0.5. Okay.
I'm always tempted to like
looking
build
up
a factory that can make them before they've even arrived.
You're trying to math out the ratios you need for the.
I'm trying to decide.
Not
if
that,
I
just
can
make a factory that can make the bits.
I'm trying to decide if I
deliver
can
them
one
to
side these,
assemblers that don't do anything.
Okay.
which I can. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to one side copper.
Yeah, and then have the gears on the other.
Yep.
Yep. No, that makes sense.
I think a throughput. And because of how long it takes these to get made, we can just use one yellow.
Yeah. Trying to work out the best place to put a power pole to cover the most stuff, but it's just never going to be nice and tidy. I can't wait until we get medium power poles.
Yeah, we could push right for those right now if you want.
That is such a necessary technology for me. medium power poles. I need them so badly because everything becomes so much easier when you don't have like this tiny little area where you can power things.
Oh gosh, I think you just sold yourself on playing Factorissimo. Imagine buildings where there are no power, you don't need power poles at all.
Yeah, but that's cheating.
No cheat. Guy, you and the cheating word. Bleh. It's gross. Don't say that word.
Anyway, that's unfortunately that's us out of time.
I'm sorry, all of my viewers who have come to expect 40-minute episodes now. Steve Joe is a very busy man. He's got many things that he needs to do with his time.
Indeed, you need standardized formats and things.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna go here then.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
Anyway, as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
You've been what?
Bye-bye.
Awesome.
See you in a bit.
No, you've been what?